Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Isyatul Kamila. I am from English Study Program. Today, let us learn about narrative text. Well, when we talk about a narrative, it can be spread from a story and a past experience. Most are dealing to those objects. People usually call it narrative. I want to explain definition narrative text. Narrative text is a type of text that tells a story or describes a sequence of events. The purpose of a narrative text is to entertain or inform the reader by presenting a series of events in a coherent and engaging way. And then characteristics of narrative text. 1. Narratives usually have a structured storyline with a beginning, middle, and end. 2. Convey a moral or teaching message to readers or listeners. 3. Use descriptive language and style to describe characters, settings, and events. 4. Tell the story from a certain point of view, be it first person or third persons. 5. Use dialogues to describe conversation between characters. 6. Generally has a main characters who face certain conflicts or obstacles and experience change or character growth as a result of these events. 7. Use detail and complex characterization. 8. Tell a story about everyday life or real experience that occur in the real world. 9. Sometimes use time narrative that involve the chronological order of events that occur. 10. Build a story atmosphere or atmosphere through detailed depiction. Then structure a narrative text. First, introduction. This section introduces the reader to the story's background, setting, and main characters. Here, the story conflict might not have emerged. 2. Conflict is the core of the story. This section introduces the problems or conflict faced by the main characters. Conflict can be the form of conflict with oneself, with other people, or with the surrounding environment. 3. Climax. This is the most tense point of the story, whereof the story might be a physical, emotional conflict or an important decision made by the main character. 4. Resolution procedure. This section tells how the main characters resolve the exciting conflict or face the consequence of the conflict. The main character usually takes action to achieve a resolution. 5. Completion. This section shows the completion of the story after the climax of the story. Here, the reader usually finds out what happens to the main character after the conflict is resolved. Terus, tipe. And the last, types of narrative text. Types of narrative text. There are lots of different kinds of narrative text, such as 1. Fictional narrative. A fictional narrative is a story that is not based on real events or real people. Real people. It can be a novel, short story, fable, or fairy tale. 2. Autobiography. An autobiography is a narrative text that tells the life story of the author, written from a first-person perspective. 3. Biography. A biography is a narrative text that tells the life story of someone other than the author, written from a third-person perspective. 4. Memoir. Memoir is a narrative text that's focused on a particular period or even in the author's life. often written from a first-person perspective. The last legend. A legend is kind of a folklore. It's traditional story that has been passed on for generations. It often explains the origins of a particular culture of society. That's all about my explanation. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.